What's up, bass heads? Another one of those impromptu live streams. I am doing this because I did a tutorial on this song many years ago, and I've been wanting to update it. And so I'm rerunning the tune, and I thought it would be cool to let y'all peek behind the curtain a little bit on my process, right? Anyway, this is Deon Estus, Heaven Help Me. If you know the song from the 80s, you know, this is one of them joints, man. If you going through something with your partner, if you boo-hooing and you crying behind something, this ain't the track that you want to listen to, because this thing will have you in the corner crying like a baby. But anyway, just a little bit about Deon Estus. Now, rumor has it that he learned bass from James Jamerson. Played in a R&B band called Brainstorm in the 70s, and was the bass player in Wham in the 80s. And George Michael actually sings backup on this tune. But Deon also worked with Marvin Gaye, Tina Turner, Elton John, and Annie Lennox, and he passed away on October 11th, 2021, the same year and month that my own mother passed. So anyway, this tune came out in 1989 on his solo album called Spell, and it reached number 5 on the Billboard Hot 100. So anyway, and it is, you know, of course, Deon Estus on bass and vocals on this tune. So let's just dive into this joint, man. We're gonna dive into it using Songmaster Pro, which is linked somewhere below this video. But anyway, the song is in the key of G major. These are brand new strings. I just put these strings on like less than an hour ago, so there'll be some of that brand new string business happening on here. But anyway, so as always, I like to show the scale and talk about the makeup of the scale, the patterns on the scale, because that will help as we learn a tune. E minor is the relative minor of G major. That's going to be important, okay, because there's a lot of E minorness happening in this. But also, if I look at G major, right? See them with those bell tones? If you caught the live stream last Wednesday when we were talking about the awakening, talking about that. It's one of those devices, lightly pressing over the 5th fret. We get that bell tone. So there's our first stop, right? When it starts, and I would play this like this. Just raking lightly over that 5th fret. Very common shape there. A, B, D, E. We see this a lot in rhythm and blues, R&B, funk. You know, a lot of that stuff, especially on those 4-string basses, gonna be E minor, G major, and it's gonna have those, you know, access to those elements, right? So you get real familiar with the open area up until the 7th fret. You get real familiar with that, right? So I'm gonna play a little bit of the intro. Now, what you hear there, it's kind of muddy in the mix there, but you dig? So a quick ghosted, almost ghosted E. Okay, I'm gonna loop that. Ah. So when I play that harmonic, I'm going with my pinky and just not paying a whole lot of attention to it. You can even hear on the recording that where sometimes, my guess is that this was probably recorded, all in one pass. And so you can hear him just kind of grooving on that. And sometimes Cassis, what's up, man? And sometimes it doesn't all the way come out. So another thing to take note of is bum, 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 how locked in this is with the drums. You hear that? Now that sound there, I think that's is that it? Let's see. No. I'm no expert on harmonics, don't get me to line. You could fake it out there. I don't think that's exactly it. Once again, just lightly touching. And just raking across it. It's going to come out, right? But I don't. Ooh, is that it? I don't know. I don't know if that's a key. Like I said, don't get me to lying about yeah, he was that dude. Don't get me to lying about what exactly is going on. That may be a keyboard or an effect. You hear that? Same idea. And I'm willing to bet that he did not give that second thought in the recording process. My guess is that he just played. He was just grooving. I'm willing to bet good money on that. You dig? I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Like I said, I don't know if that's it, but yeah, I'm going to do that anyway. I know the harmonics come out really clear. Ooh, that's sexy. Here. Oh, I love that sound. Scarabee, what's good? Scarabee, you can contact me. tgouldllc @gmail.com. It's also on the homepage of this channel as well. You can hit me up. Scarabee, I was waiting on you to ask me. Cassie says, yes, stuff we marvel at is probably just, yeah, man, there's so much stuff. I've listened to even my own recordings. I just recently unearthed a bunch of recordings that I did like in my early 20s and somewhere around in my 30s. And I'm like, damn, dude, you was a bad motherfucker. Some of that stuff, some of that stuff I couldn't even, some of that stuff I would have to practice. Do I use a compressor? Sometimes. I am not using a compressor at the moment. I'm not using one at the moment. Matter of fact, I want to let you guys hear something. I'm going to get back to this tune. We're going to get back to this tune, but we're going to get back to this tune, I promise. Let me see if I can find it. A tune that I did way back in the day. Just check this out. I was like really trying to do a Louis Johnson thing. I kind of grabbed this off of a CD. And it's like got those artifacts. I never hear Pacific. Time is only what you dream. If it's real, then I can't see. If it's real, then Of course, that was like, of course, that was my, when I was really, and that I was playing on that T40 back there as well. But that's not something I do very much anymore. Yeah, I don't do that very much anymore, but I would have to practice. How do you make such a nice bass tone? Man, this bass, bro, just plugged in. Scarabee, if I'm misgendering you, I apologize. We've never met, and I don't know your gender identity, so I apologize. I am. This bass is completely passive. This is the modern vintage MVJ 466, so it's modeled off of a 66 jazz bass. What's up, Red? So anyway, let's get back to this tune. I want to talk about the B section. We looked at the But uh uh Cassis made a great point, man. We marvel at stuff that, like I was saying earlier, that recording I just let you guys hear. I was doing that in my apartment in San Leandro, California, much to my downstairs neighbor's dismay. And I might have recorded that on a 4-track. And I was just going for it. You know, when you young, you just going for it, you know. But anyway, let's going for blood. Okay, I want to show you guys. Bum bum bum. So now we're here at the B section. Oh, such a waste of time. He does something really cool in the groove here. Listen at the interplay with the drums and the bass. Locked in right there on measure 1. But complementing on measure 2. So the kick drum pattern changes, but the drum, the bass part stays the same. C. So our D to C, D to E. You got the best hand, Red. Halves. Woo! Man, natural stuff there. C. Our half step approach. Real quick on A. Was that 1989, Cassis, when that came out? Quick A to B to C. Quick on the 5. The 5 being E. D, D sharp, there's that tension. E, and then we're going to go into our chorus. 1989, boy. I graduated the year before. Help me over you. I'm telling y'all cannot. Y'all can if you boo-hooing behind somebody right now. Oh snap, Scarabee. I'm an African from Congo and I'm following you. Oh man, I wanted to have back that tutorial. Oh man, yeah, that I remember that joint. Wait, I just played with Ronnie Beck. I went out to Cali and played with Ronnie Beck. Big Mike, what's good? What's good? Good to see you, man. Let's get back into this chorus. Like I was saying, if you brokenhearted right now, this is not the song for you to be listening to. Woo! I would bet. I would guess that he played an open A. Open E, F sharp, A, G. So, one more time. E. Woo! Let's continue. Let us continue. What's up, Baseline Project? Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is an impromptu thing. We're talking about Deon Estus. Deon Estus. You aren't broken. Baseline Project. I hope you ain't broken hearted behind nobody. Because if you broken hearted, I'm putting out fair warnings. If you broken hearted, you can't be listening to this song. You be in the corner like, I don't know why I'm doing that. Because I'm silly. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! We have to talk about this. I once saw my girl and another guy walking in the rain. I saw you and him walking in the rain. You were holding hands. Don't get me started. Look at this. Andrew Collins, he did play with Wham. Check this out. Okay, now I want to tell you guys something right now. I'm almost done. I got the finish. I'm putting like some of the last little touches on a complete course on learning songs by ear. But I'm gonna tell you right now. Boom, boom, gaga, bump, ba-da-da-dum, da-da. And the whole premise behind that course is to give you a fishing rod instead of a fish. Anytime you come to my lives and I'm doing something like this, I'm giving you the game, right? I'm giving you the game. I'm giving you what I think is the game for you to be able to teach yourself bass lines that you want to learn, right? What am I doing? First of all, I'm matching my voice. I'm not afraid to make stupid sounds with my voice, right? I ain't singing. I'm not a singer. Well, it depends on who you ask and what the context is. But let me show you. Let me give you an example of what my childhood looked like, my teen years. What am I doing right here? This is weird. I would take my chin and I would put my chin on the bass. Talk about technique and crappy technique, right? I would put my chin because I could, if my mom was like, Ted, turn that down, I could feel the vibration through my chin up to my ears. And I would play like that, but I would never be afraid to like make stupid noises with my voice. Have you ever met a sax player or a trumpet player that couldn't sing their parts? Look at that. Oh, somebody disliked the video. Somebody gave me a thumbs down. So sad. That's a groove, man. That's sexy. Check it out. Woo! All of that is sexy. I'm going to go back to the beginning of this B section. And let's see. We're not going to bring the vocals in because I don't want to get a copyright. God, that's a nice lick. Okay. Another thing is picking out the there's an orange juice up in here too. That might have been Orange Juice Jones right there. Is picking out where the phrases end and begin. So we got the first half of I would call this a pre-chorus. And then there's our chorus. So we want to look at our chorus right here. I'm going to take the bass out. Play from the pre-chorus. I missed it. Now, what I would do then is I would take that. If I like this lick so much, now I know it's relying on open strings, but the chord is the A minor 7. One, the root to the minor third. What's up, Wayne? The 4, the 5, open 5, and then the 5 again. So what I would do is if when I find a lick that I just love like that, I'll go, say, okay, what's the ingredients of that lick? Can I play that somewhere else? The first place I might start here is, let's pretend I'm playing it on D minor 7. Now, that then takes on a whole new thing. Now we didn't completely come out of Heaven Help Us or Heaven Help Me, right? We've completely come out of that vibe and taken a lick. Then I'm like, okay, let me figure out how I can use this lick in context to something completely different. That makes sense? Just like if I learned a new word, you can always tell when somebody has learned a new word because they use it in everything. They use it every chance they get. You do it, I do it, kids do it, birds do it, bees do it, right? Now, what if I wanted to do? Now, when I moved it over to G, I didn't have I didn't have the benefit of the open string. So I faked it, right? So then, does that make sense what I'm saying? Let me know if I'm just talking to myself or I'm just being goofy. Tell me if that makes sense. I need to know. Type a 1 in the chat if it's all good and you understand exactly what I'm doing and why I would do that. Right? If I learn a bass line and I just learned the bass line in the context of that one song, then all I have is that bass line. I ain't got nothing else. I don't have no, if I don't look at it from the vantage point of getting vocabulary, then, what's really the use? Is a 5-string needed? I wouldn't say needed. Not at all. Not at all. Especially not for this. But I'm just picking apart the little stuff. Okay. That was a little detour. Let's get... Those are really... all the parts of the song. And I don't think he does that. I don't think he does that ever. Okay. He does something similar. And back to that. I don't know. That first time that happens, I don't think it happens again in the record. But let me tell you something now. What I do know is these. You can make some pretty stuff out of that. I gotta do some setup. You hear how that sounds like a harmonic? Like two notes. It's not supposed to sound like. I just put these strings on here, so I need to do some adjusting. But anyway, that is Deon Estus. Heaven help me, in a nutshell. I'm gonna stick around for a few more minutes if anybody has some questions, concerns, comments, anything like that. What do you think? What do you think? Deon Estus. All right, guys. If you guys don't have any more questions, comments, concerns, and hang out and all that stuff, I'm going to get myself back to work. Wish y'all a new string zing. New string zing we need to fix. Yep, that new string. Are you going to explain when doves cry with no bass line? At some point, but we'll have to look at we'll have to look at the live version. Anyway, y'all, I appreciate you kicking it as always. But yeah, man, I'm gonna get up out of here. Peace, y'all. 2 fingers.